Hi everyone, this is Prateek here. Welcome to the second video of this series of building the financial model of the company IEX, Indian Energy Exchange. This is Prateek here, and this video looks into a very interesting and much dreaded part for an analyst in the data extraction. How do we get the data from the financial statements? Yeah. So I'm going to show you an actual demonstration, live demonstration of fetching the data because that's what you need to do. Get the historical data first and use that data to, go ahead and start building the forecasts for all your three financial statements. Yeah. And then eventually, all these things will be leading us towards the valuations, both intrinsic as well as the relative valuation. We will get to that in few sessions from now on. But let's address the elephant in the room. How do you get the data? How do you extract the data from the financial statements? So I'm going to show you some interesting methods. There are multiple methods which you can use. I have shown you three methods and I will explain each of them one by one. So you can do it, practice it using all the three and then get comfortable with the one which suits the best for you according to the tools you have, according to your comfort thing. So before I get into that data extraction part, the first thing is let's find where exactly the data is. What we need to do is we need to get the historical data from the annual reports and other sources for this company. It's a listed company. So the best source to get this is the website of this company. So yeah, I am on the website of IEX India. And within the website, there is a section called as investors section. Yeah, this is the part where on the website of a publicly listed company, they share all their financial statements, disclosures, investor presentations, annual reports, everything. So all the documents which are relevant for investors, they get uploaded onto this section. So always go to the investor relations, investor section, and you should be able to get these latest financial results, investor presentations, annual reports, and any other interesting things that you will require for your analysis. You can find it here. So idea is simple: spend some time on this page, see what kind of data you can find here. There's tons and tons of data, so go give it a read through. uh, the first things first, what I need is I need the latest financial statements, the Q4 results. IEX has published their latest annual and quarterly results. Annual result for the March 31st 2026, and there's an investor present, and then there are historical reports. We will need those. I have already downloaded those data points for you. I've downloaded few historical annual reports. I've downloaded the latest audited financials for the year March 31st 2026, and I've downloaded the investor presentation. Along with that, I have also downloaded the latest call transcripts. Very important to have these transcripts downloaded. We will use this to build the forecast, to understand the way the business is going forward, what the management's outlook is. So these documents give you some interesting insights on that. But first things first, we have the data, you have downloaded that. Now, how do I extract the financial statements? So let's go step by step. Okay, I have this Excel and let me show you the notes here. The first method is a simple method where you can extract the data in the Excel itself using the get data function. Yeah, steps are simple. It will it runs on this Power Query technology. It is doable within the Excel itself, and these are the steps. Okay, I will demonstrate the steps one by one. And mind you, this is not like a completely automated, not completely automated approach. You do not expect that your entire data will be extracted directly at one shot. It will require some bit of cleaning, some bit of data arrangement, and of course, uh, as with any of the methods, all the methods that I'll be showing you, it requires a human quality check. You will be required to QC the data, but however, this will help you reduce your time compared to manual entry of all the points. That too is useful. I'll come back to that point at the later part of the video, but let's focus on this. So this thing, get data from the PDF. So look at the first step. We first need to go to the data tab. You will see the get data, and then from file you need to directly have to link it to the PDF. So let's see how do we go about doing this. So friends, this is my Excel, and the first thing is I am required to go to this particular data tab here. Yeah, this is where my data tab is. And from this data tab, the first option that you see here, it's your get data. Very interesting, very useful provision. It allows you to import data from various sources. Yeah. And what do I need to look at? I need to look at getting the data from a file, specifically from a PDF file. Why? Because if you remember, we have already downloaded those annual reports. Yeah. So I need to click on that, and the moment I have this, I will have all the annual reports available here. Yeah. This is the folder where we've downloaded all the annual reports and other data. So let me say I want to extract the data from the annual report 23-24. I'll click on import, and let's see what happens here. The moment I do that, you will see a pop-up coming up like this. Now this is your Power Query running in the background. What it is doing, it is reading the file, the annual report. Yeah, let's open up the annual report so that we can also parallelly read through this. I opened this one, so let me go ahead and open this PDF. Let's see what's exactly written. So friends, for simplicity purpose, given that you need to make a core model, for simplicity purpose, let's focus currently on the standalone business. I want to focus on the core business of IEX. IEX has a subsidiary which is into carbon management, gas management. I don't want to dilute the core essence of the business. So as of now, for this model, I'm relying only on the standalone numbers. Yeah. And I've opened this report, and I can see that on page 167 there is a standalone balance sheet. Yeah. And all the numbers, standalone numbers, the balance sheet, P&L and cash flow, they all are situated in these 3 pages. Why am I showing you this? Because it's exactly what you need to instruct your Power BI query here, or the Power Query here. Not Power BI, it's Power Query here. So this window, what it is doing is it has read through your annual report, and it has found out that on all these pages there are certain tables. The PDF file probably had some tables in it, and your Excel, through this provision, can read through or identify which page has which tables. So remember, which was the page that we saw our annual report, in our annual report, which was the page where the standalone financial statements were there? It was page number 167. So let me quickly navigate to that page so that I don't want to waste my time randomly opening any other tables. So yeah, I am here, and what do I see here? Look, do you see this? On page 167, table number 621, what does it show you? It shows you the balance sheet figures. Yeah, the standalone balance sheet figures, we saw that. Yeah, the entire thing is here. If I click on 620, it has extracted the headers separately. Apparently, in this table, the header is being read separately and the rest of the balance sheet is read separately. So as I told you, it will require some amount of human intervention where data cleaning is required. So yeah, why not? So, but to a very good extent, it will identify, read this table. So first thing first, let me go with the major data chunk. I can probably write these two things manually, but it would be a task if I decide to write the entire balance sheet manually. So let me use my judgment and let me get this data dumped into my Excel. Yeah. So what I'll do, I'll select this table and I'll click on transform data. Transform data is important. Why? Because it will give you a quick preview of the data that it has seen from the annual report. Yeah. So yeah, look at this. This is our data. Things are okay. It's fine. Yeah. So I see this data. I can manipulate. I can do some changes to this data. I can add a column, add a row, anything that I wish to do. I can do some edits here. Okay. I don't want to do anything. Let me first keep things simple. Let me close and load the data to the existing worksheet, starting with, let's say, cell B2. This is where it will load the data, and let me click on OK. And you will see that the data is steadily getting extracted from your annual report. Yeah, just wait and watch. The magic will happen. So data is being read. Your annual report is getting scanned here, and the Power Query is running in the background, doing the job for you, seeking that exact specific page, and voila, look at this. With one click, the entire balance sheet has been extracted for you. Yeah, you see this. As I told you, it's not like a completely finished product. You see that the numbers are coming here, but yes, there are missing links here. The headers need to be manually changed. Yeah. So a good idea would be to quickly go to your annual report, check page 167. Let me quickly go there. Yeah. Let me try to confirm whether we have the elements here and what kind of edits are required. So yeah, as you see, the classification of assets, non-current assets, it has been omitted. It directly starts from the row where you have these numbers. Power, property, plant and equipment. It's appearing as this. This supposedly is March 2024 data. So I can write March 2024. And this is March 2023 data. Yeah. So like this, I will be required to quickly scan through the annual report, check if the figures have been correctly extracted. Yeah. In case I need to add certain rows to, classify or categorize the data, I will be required to do that. But bulk of the grunt work, bulk of the work has already been done by get data. Yeah. So you don't have to go through that pain of copy pasting and then manually checking and editing the data. It's a quick fix here. But yes, a sanity check, quick surgical edits is definitely required here. Yeah. Very simple, very easy. The same process can be replicated with the other financial statements. Yeah. I'm not going to show all the financial statements. I hope the process has been understood by you. You just need to go and repeat the same process for the P&L, get the data, transform it, load it in a separate sheet, and the job gets done for you. Yeah. So that is your first method. Yeah. That's your first method. Uh, there are some caveats to this. You will see that this is best used for modern text-based PDF, one company at a time. Okay. What do I mean by that? So look at this. This is a very clean, very neat PDF, professionally designed PDF because it represents a big company. It's done in a professional way. But at times, and I'm going to show you an instance where you see that there are certain scanned copies which are given to you. This one is not a scanned copy. This one is an actual text-based PDF. How do you figure that out? Let's say I am selecting a particular part here. It allows me to select the entire thing. Okay, it allows me to select this entire thing, copy it. It is not an scanned image. Now, what is a scanned image? Yes, I'll show an example for that as well. So this is the latest audited March 31st result. And look at this. Do you see this? Do you see the difference? It on the site itself, it appears that it is an image which has been scanned, and you need to at times it can be copied, at times it cannot be copied. So that's the thing. The quality of PDF plays a very critical role on how you extract the data. Yeah. So method one, the one which I showed you, the get data method, it works fabulously well for these well designed and clean text based PDF, the one which commonly are seen in the annual reports. However, for the PDFs which have scanned copies, you may face certain challenges. Okay, and I'll show you how to tackle that challenge. It's the third method. So hang on. The second method is a quick fix. I call this a quick and a dirty method. Yeah. Often used for quick analysis where you're not expected to go into too much details. There's a tool called Screener. There's a website, in fact, not a tool. What you can do is you can quickly go to this website, Screener. I've already done this earlier. This is how the portal looks like. And I had searched for the company IEX, and it took me to this landing page here. Yeah. Now what it does is it's like an aggregator tool which pulls out the numbers for historicals, like past 10-year numbers. It has all the three statements, it has some ratios and other stuff. All you're required to do is you're required to export this data to an Excel. And yeah, let me save this to stage 2. Yeah. And once the data is saved, you will see that slowly and steadily it will populate all the numbers for past 10 years. Many of you probably would have done this or know this. So it's a quick way of getting the data historically in one click. All you need to do, it's a free website. You just need to log into it, create your login credentials, and it does the job for you. But but there's a proper but here. Do you observe the categorization of data? Do you see the categorization of data? The data is categorized as per a pre-built template which they have created, Screener has created for showcasing the financials. Yeah. Bulk of the data gets categorized into the pre-created rows that has been created. What I'm intending to say here is there is a very strong chance that you may miss out or lose out the details of the numbers, the classifications. Let me show you the classification as it is shown in your annual report. Yeah. You may not have a detailed balance sheet. You may just have quick headers here, which at times is okay if you don't need to go into the detailed model, detailed analysis for quick ratio calculation, for a quick understanding of how the numbers are moving. It is a workable thing. But the challenge is when you are looking into granular things, you're losing out on the details. Okay. So use your call, use your discretion as to which source is suitable for you, screener or sourcing the number directly from the annual reports. For the task that we are doing right now, building the detailed model for IEX, I would recommend we source the data from the annual report. Yeah, so that's your method 2 using screener. These are some of the steps. You can pause the video, take a look at this, take a look at the step 1, write it down, note it down. Definitely it will help you. Similarly, do it for method 2, which is screener. Yeah. Now, coming to the third method, the next gen approach, the approach where we adopt AI. Yeah. Uh, so we are in the age where AI cannot be ignored. It is here to stay. And definitely the analyst who knows how to operate AI, who knows how to use AI for their advantage, that is the analyst who will beat any regular person who doesn't know how to approach this or use AI for their advantage. For data extraction also, there are tools like Claude or Copilot that can serve the purpose. Okay. Now let me show the demonstration first using Copilot. Okay. And that too for that problem PDF, the scanned image. Yeah. Which we saw in the latest statement. Yeah. So yeah, this is a statement where, the data is represented the way it is. Chances are get data may not work. It may not, we're not sure. So it's good thing that we can explore other approaches. Let's say what I do is I want to extract this data and I'm directly copy pasting this data in an Excel file. Let me do it here. Yeah. So first things first, let me copy this entire thing. What I'm doing, I'm simply bluntly copying things. Yeah, right from start to the end of the page. Okay, I probably need to select it again. Just hang on. Give me a second. Apologies. I'll select this properly. Yeah, now I've got the grip here. Let me select it again. And to the extent I could, I've copied this. And what I'm doing is I'm pasting it here. A simple paste. And this is what you see. Yeah. Now there are tons and tons of tools. You can convert text to columns and do other analysis. Yes, I agree. Those approaches are there. You can use it if you are comfortable doing that. For the benefit of time, let me show you an approach which is AI driven. Okay. So what I've done is I've pasted this text. I have a Copilot available with my subscription. Mind you, this is available with paid subscriptions. Okay. And again, it's your discretion. If it works well, go for a paid subscription. I'm not promoting anything here. It's your personal choice. What it does is you've selected this data. Okay. You've pasted this data and it asks you that, okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to edit this data? I say yes. So I want to convert this data, clean this data rather, clean the data, the pasted data, and organize it as per the attached image. Yeah. So what is this attached image? So this is where some street smart thinking comes into action. So what do? I have this scanned copy here. Yeah. What I can do is just a second. Apologies. Let me do a page fit. and let me go to this part. Okay, so I have this page. I'll do a quick snippet. I have a sniping tool here. I'll do a quick new. Now what does this snipping tool does? It allows you to take a screenshot. So let me take a quick screenshot here. Let me save this as, hang on, can I save this? Yeah, let me save this. Let me save this in the save folder where I am. Just a second. Or rather, let me quickly save this here in the downloads. Yeah. Now, what do I need to do? If you remember, in my Excel, where I'm using the Copilot, I had specifically written the prompt here. It's a prompt. It's a simple instruction. Call it a prompt, call it an instruction, whatever you want to do. I have pasted the data directly, and what I'm doing is I'm giving it a reference image. Which image? The screenshot which I have just now taken. I'm uploading it here for Copilot's reference. I've uploaded that here. Yeah. And the moment it is uploaded, the magic begins. Let me hit the send button and the Copilot will start doing its job. It will read the data both in your Excel and from the screenshot which I have shown. Yeah. It will interpret what is the connection between the pasted data and the data that it reads from the screenshot, and irrespective whether it's a text-based PDF or maybe it is a image. Yeah, it will read through it. It has the capabilities of doing that. It will read through the data and it can do the job for you. So let's see what result do we see here. We'll wait. Yeah. It is reading, continues to build the table. It's showing you all the steps here that it is internally following here. And once it covers all these step-by-step process, it will start formatting and building the table. Look at this. Do you see this? The magic right in front of your eyes. Yeah. Formatted numbers the way you want. Yeah. And not only it is showing you in the format that you want, but what it does is it is checking the numbers. It is checking the subtotals right now. Yeah, it is doing that quality check that you wanted to do manually. Nonetheless, I would strongly recommend that yes, you need to perform that manual check. It it is doing this and it tells you the output that look, this is what I've been doing. I have cleaned the data, I've renamed the tab to financial results, and I've added a sum formula to wherever I felt are the subgroupings or groupings so that I and add the numbers properly. Yeah. And once I click on done, the Copilot has extracted the financials. So as I told you, it has saved a lot of time and effort. And what you can do is you can now manually check if all the numbers have been extracted correctly or not. Again, folks, AI can make mistakes. They clearly write it on their portals. Yeah, AI can make mistakes, so it's useful. It's absolutely important that you check the numbers once, one by one. Yeah. But yeah, what it does, it saves tons and tons. It saves a lot of times, tons of efforts, which is involved in extracting data. So the same exercise can be repeated for other financial statements. Very easy approach, nothing complex here. Go ahead, uh, copy paste the data, apply a screenshot there. It does the job. No need to write fancy prompts. It understands things and it will do the job for you. This is using Copilot. Yeah. We also have another tool called as Claude. So let me show you Claude as well. I have a paid subscription for Claude, so yeah, we can use that. Uh, so if let me show you the prompt. I've written this prompt here, okay, which you can directly copy paste on Claude or probably ChatGPT, whatever works well. Uh, the prompt goes simple. I have asked it to extract the standalone P&L balance sheet and cash flow from this annual report. I'll be uploading this one annual report. Okay. Give the figures in the reported unit and add a column converted to rupees crore. Yeah. Now this is where we are going one step ahead. In your Copilot, the focus was purely on getting the numbers the way they are in a neat and tidy format without making mistakes. But here we are going one step ahead where we are saying that okay, you extract the data for me and also convert it into crores. Yeah, maybe another convention like a million or other convention that you would want in your model. Yeah, I'm also asking to give me the page number next to every line. I want standalone only. I do not need consolidated. So it is, Claude's job to identify which page has the standalone number. Yeah. So let me add this. Let me connect it to this particular part. And it is uploading. And the model that I'm using is Opus 4.8. Yeah. Fable 5, they've come up with this latest thing that it requires usage credit. So for me, at this point of time for this task, I doubt I don't need Fable 5. Opus 4.8 with an effort of high can do the job. I don't need to do anything here. It will use tokens, agreed. Reading such massive data will burn up your tokens. So, use it as per the time of the day where you probably have a judgment whether you need to use Claude for any other task or no. Okay. And let Claude do the job and see how things work out here. Yeah. So we've uploaded the annual report. We've given a simple prompt. And yes, Claude does have skills, Excel skills. It will read through the data. It will read through maybe these scanned images as well. It does the job properly. And let's see, in this case, how are we getting the output? Yeah. As you see, it tells you stage by stage, step by step, what kind of processes it is going through. So let's take this one by one. Yeah. While Claude is doing the job, let me give you a brief idea about what exactly the plan of action is. See, we are building this model, IEX model. We're at the data extraction stage. So this is the video which is focused specifically on that. Now, once we are done with this, the next thing would be analyzing the financial statements. We'll read the financial statements. We'll connect it to video 1. Yeah, it's a good idea that you go back to video 1 where we've seen the business overview of IEX. I've shown the business overview of IEX. Read through that, and this will help a lot in understanding how the different products of IEX behave. How can we forecast them? How does the revenue model behave? We told you earlier, it's a simply volume into price equation. Yeah. So we'll analyze how the volumes are moving, how the pricing is moving, and how this company generates revenue. Yeah. And plus, folks, one more thing. I write consistently on LinkedIn. You can find my LinkedIn profile by simply searching Prateek S. I'll write about investment banking because that's what I do. And you can see my detailed blog on the website wizenius.com. Go through that. There's a blog section, and this is a website which showcases my training program for investment banking. I teach here. I take live training programs on Wizenius. All the sessions are taken by me, and there's also a placement assistance where I use my network to get interview referrals for my students. I teach you networking techniques, and I train you on investment banking, private equity, and venture capital related job profiles. We've seen many success stories. Many students have got jobs in some of the top tier IBs in India and abroad. Yeah, plus international roles. We have students who've moved into venture capital profiles, private equity profiles as well. So definitely do take a look at this website if you're serious about IB prep. This one's the place which can help you a lot to decide your career. Let's go back to Claude. Let's see what it has done. What is it doing right now? It's still doing things. It is telling you what stage it is at. It's apparently extracted the data. It is building the formula. Mind you, we have asked it to extract all the three financial statements, that too for standalone. So there's a lot of things to do. It will go through those pages, it will extract those data, it will build the formulas and give you an output in the Excel file. Okay, so a lot of efforts, a lot of time gets saved here, but yeah, it costs you tokens as well. But yeah, let's see how has it given us the output. Let me expand this. So look at this beautiful thing. It has extracted the numbers for your P&L. Yeah. It has converted lakhs to crores. It looks clean. It has extracted the balance sheet as well. Yeah. Beautifully done. Very clean, crisp. As per the conventions, look at this. It has followed the conventions where the convention is simple. Blue represents hard-coded numbers. Black represents a formula. Formula, why? Because you have converted the lakhs into crores by simply dividing the number by 100. Yeah. It has converted cash flows as well. It has captured the cash flows as well. Gives you paid number. So yeah, the job done well. But definitely I will do a quick quality check as well. I will verify all the numbers manually one by one, whether they have been accurately taken down from the annual report. Yeah. But yes, it indeed saves a lot of time for me. Yeah. But folks, again, another important caveat. All these tools, they are there to help you. They are there to help you save time. All these tools are, they are directed to save time, effort. Yeah. But folks, keep this fact in mind. If you are a student and you're building the model in your, like if this is your first model or if you're in the initial stages of learning as in like learning to build models, so I would strongly advise go and do it the old school way, as in copy paste numbers manually. You may hate me for this, but I have done that when I was starting off in my modeling career, financial modeling career. The reason is you will read the number, you will understand what is happening, you will spend a lot of time in that financial statement. And when you spend more time, your focus is not on speed, at least at that point of time. Your focus is on understanding. You read the number, probably you see the trend, you see how the numbers are behaving. You may also read the notes simultaneously. So spending time, at least in those initial days, is very important. Copy paste those numbers. I know it will take a lot of time, it will require patience, but it has its own rewards. Yeah. Do it for a couple of exercises. Once you are comfortable with the way a balance sheet looks like, with the way a P&L looks like, once you are acclimatized to the look and feel of the financial statements, then you can go back and follow any of these three methods that I have shown in this video. Mind you, it's not an exhaustive video here. These are not the only the methods. There can be any other method that works well for you. Great. Share those methods in the comment. I'll be more than happy to look at them. But yeah, if it is getting the job done in a clean way, in an ethical way, then yes, be comfortable with it. Use it for your advantage, and yeah, make your models, extract your data, and make your models clean. So yeah, this is Pratik here. Uh, Watch out for my next video where we will dig deep into the financial statements to get into the revenue drivers to start building the different forecast. So yeah, this is Pratik signing off. Thank you again.